Every once in a very great while, something comes along for my garage gym that not only meets an exact requirement or need that I have, but it fits the space perfectly, it fits my budget, it fits my needs, and it does everything I need it to do. And the cool thing is sometimes that's something I didn't even know existed in the first place. And that's one of those things I'm going to show you guys today. Welcome back to the GymCrafter YouTube channel, everybody. My name is Tim. I am the head gym nerd here at GymCrafter.com, the website that I built to help ordinary folks like you and I build home and garage gyms that we absolutely love. And today I've got something to share with you guys that have made me absolutely love my gym even more than I did before. Not too long I recorded a podcast episode where I went over a bunch of things that if I was to do this gym over again, I would do differently. And one of those things was giving myself a place to walk. As you can see in this half of the gym back here, I have crammed a lot of ways to do resistance training. I have got 2 bells of steel cable towers. I've got the Fringe Dane 2. I've got a full rack of dumbbells. I've got a whole rack of barbells. I've got everything I need to do as much resistance training as I possibly could. And the one thing that I left out as far as other than resistance training was a place to walk. And as I mentioned before, if I was only to be able to do one type of exercise for the rest of my life, walking would be it. And not giving myself a place to walk has really hurt my conditioning, it's hurt my health overall. Walking is good for your joints, it's good for your hormones, it's good for your digestion, it's good for your recovery, it's good for your sleep, it's good for your stress. It is good for a million different things. And in fact, once you get to that magic 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day on a consistent basis, it reduces your all-cause mortality by a significant amount. That's just dying from any reason. It's really legitimately one of the best things that you can do. As somebody with lower back pain, walking is the way that I fix that. It's the only thing that makes that pain go away. With achy joints, it's the only thing that really consistently makes that pain go away. And without me spending the next hour extolling the virtues of walking, what I want to share with you is why I needed a place in this gym to walk. And that's because I live in Illinois. And not only is it, I think, like 97 degrees and about 150% humidity outside right now, so I don't want to go walk outside right now. In the wintertime, I woke up this winter and it was 19 below actual temperature. I don't want to go outside and walk like that. So even though I like to take my dogs to the park every day, there are a lot of days because of the weather or because of my schedule that I just can't get out and get the steps that I need. So what I realized when I built this gym was I'd originally taken a very large treadmill out of this gym where I used to get those steps in, and I just didn't replace it with anything. Now I have tried to replace it with a couple things here and there, but they just haven't worked out. And the problem is that number one, a good treadmill costs $2,000 to $4,000. Number two, I don't know about you, but there's no place back here to put a treadmill. Or is there? And that's what I want to talk about today. So I had been thinking about this problem for quite a while, and I was contacted by a company called Walking Pad not too long ago. Really just one of those coincidences that come along at the right time, and it was exactly the right product at exactly the right time. If you're not familiar with the company, Walking Pad makes foldable walking pads and treadmills. And by foldable, I mean I have a treadmill right back here that you can't even see. This thing folds up into about 3 square feet of space. It's like 2 feet by 1 foot by a few feet tall. It folds up, it sticks in the corner, it works great, and that's what I want to show you guys today is the walking pad. They sent me what they call the X21, and what that does is it allows me to fold the treadmill up, put it in a corner when I don't need it, and then when I want to get those steps in, there's wheels on it, I roll it right out, I can set it right up back there in the corner, I can get as many steps as I need, and it has been one of the best things I've added to my gym in a long time, so I wanted to make a video and show you guys. So, without more rambling about the X21 treadmill, let me take you back and actually show it to you back here in the corner. So here we are back beside the Dane and between the wall and back in the corner here. And what I'd like to show you is this guy right here. This is the Walking Pad X21. I keep it back here because it can actually unfold it and use it right here. It's on wheels, like I said. It's not too heavy, so I can bring it and put it really anywhere in my house. But all I need to do is plug this thing in. Bring it out right here. And as you can see, it's not very big. It's only a few feet tall, it's only a couple of feet wide, it's only a foot deep. And the cool thing is once I get it into position, all I have to do and I have a treadmill. And this thing is awesome. It's got a weight limit of about 250 pounds, although I would tell you that for people who are just walking, you could probably do a little bit more than that. I've had people on this that weigh more than 250 pounds. I use it all the time. I'm sitting at about 230 right now. I've got a little bit of extra going on down here, but this thing has no trouble keeping up with me walking on it or running on it. It actually has a bunch of different speeds. It can go from just a very basic walk to all the way up to a 7.5. And I'm not sure if that's a 7.5 miles an hour. It's kind of a brisk jog for me. So I can actually do some intervals on here. I can do some runs and then jogs. I can just get some nice long walks in. I can take this, like I said, and really put it anywhere in here. There is a holder up here for my iPad, so I can just put something up here to watch while I'm walking or running. I like that it's angled kind of up, so I can just look down and see it really well. That works really, really nicely. A nice control panel along the top with a little jog dial to control it. There is an app. I would tell you that the app is okay. There's definitely some more fitness stuff in the app, different types of exercises, different types of things to integrate other types of training besides walking and running. It also tracks your progress. One of the coolest things about the app, which I really like, is that a lot of times apps will track your streaks of how many days you've walked, and it actually has what's called streak savers in it, which I think is really cool, because sometimes things happen and you just can't complete your streak. And man, if you guys have done that before, where you've got a ton of days in a row on something going and you miss a day, and you're like, oh, there goes my thing. You can actually use a streak saver. I think it's probably the coolest feature in the app, as corny as that sounds. But for me, I don't use the app. I'm not looking to track things. I'm just looking to use this as a kind of fill in the gaps thing for walking when I can't get my steps in. And then, like I said, a couple times a week, I'll do like hill sprints or bike intervals or things like that. But if the weather doesn't allow, what I'll do is I'll come on here and then I'll run and walk and run and walk for half hour, 45 minutes to get my intervals on this. Again, it's not good for sprinting and things like that. So as much as I like this, there's a couple of things that this is not for. So first of all, because it folds, there is a little crease in the middle of it that you can feel as you walk over with your feet. So that took a little bit of getting used to. It doesn't mean that it doesn't work very well. It doesn't affect how smoothly you can walk. It's just a little bump that you can feel. It's not a completely smooth treadmill deck, but that's the trade-off for having it fold up. The other thing is that as I do run on it, I do feel it kind of doesn't shake, but it's not the most stable thing because it doesn't have a ton of weight. Not going to fall over. It's not moving across the ground. There's nice rubber feet on it, so no issues like that. But it's just, again, it's a feel thing. It's a trade-off for the compact foldability of this that I don't know that there's a way to change that, but it is something to be aware of. Also, the little side parts where you would actually put your feet if you want to step off, they're a little bit small. Again, trade-off for the size space. And then as far as the railing itself goes, it's actually pretty stable, but it's not super high. So me at 6'6", I would love it if it was a little bit taller. Now they do make a model where you can raise that up. It's a different model. They make several different models of walking pads. They make some that go under your desk. They make some that are kind of bigger versions of this that are for a treadmill. So they've got 5 or 6 different models on the site. I will put links to all this down below. Just for transparency, Walking Pad, like I said, did send this to me to test out. And then also those are affiliate links down below. So if this review makes you want to buy one of these, that's what helps companies like this know to continue to work with me and to continue to send me cool new stuff so that I can bring it to you guys. So yeah, so that is the Walking Pad. There's not a lot more to it. And I guess the only other thing that I would point out is this is not a standard treadmill. Because it folds up, there is no deck cushioning. So while I think this is great for walking, I think this is great for people who want to jog every once in a while, it is not for you runners out there. And the reason I say that is that it is, again, no deck cushioning, and all good treadmills have deck cushioning. You need to have a giant footprint for that. That would never work in something like this. Now the deck isn't like cement rock hard, but if you're putting in miles every single day, you're probably gonna want a treadmill with deck cushioning on it, and this does not have that. But again, it's a trade-off for me being able to come back here, and then when I'm done, all I do, bam, and it's done, guys. It's that simple. It folds up that quickly. I can't tell you, when I first got this, I just folded it up and put it back down and folded it up and put it back down. I couldn't believe how small this was. And then once I got on it and used it, I was super impressed with how well it was made, the quality of the unit, and just how much I enjoy using it, and just how much of a perfect solution it is for my gym. So if you have any questions on this, because this is, I know, a very unique product, it's not something that you see a lot of, pop those down in the comments below. I'm happy to answer them for you. This is something that I will most likely be keeping in my gym. I can't see a better solution coming along. In fact, I'm hoping to work with Walking Pad a little bit more to get one of their foldable under desk units for my desk upstairs. I'm testing a bunch of kind of Walking Pad type solutions, as I've mentioned in a couple videos before. This is by far the best one so far. So again, check this out. Links down below. If you got questions, put them in the comments. And thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys watching all these reviews. Like, subscribe, share this video with your friends, all that kind of fun stuff. Do all the algorithm mumbo jumbo. And outside of that, I appreciate you watching till the end. And until the next video, I'm Tim with GymCrafter.